Khan Shalom Akim, when he give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham Rakab Qadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of great Millstone who teach and rule well, and Shalom to the sincere Akim, furnish truth and sincerity. Shalom. This video I want to go over an article, and yet again, it's one of the videos that goes into prophecy in the news, and this one is concerning the RFID chip, or better known in the scriptures as the mark of the beast. And in this article, the Swedish company is really coming out, with the fact that they have the possibility to store the passport on it, that is required during this pandemic. So it says Swedish company showcases microchip that can download inoculation passport status. So it says firm has showcased implant capable of storing inoculation passport that can be read by many devices. Whether it's pandemic passport or inoculation. The point is I'm changing these words because otherwise the algorithm is going to read what I'm saying, and then my video might be blocked or might be terminated. So that this information that's being brought out through the spirit of power of Bahasham Yahawashi, is taken away. Because we're speaking the truth and bringing out that information, but the people that are in rulership, they don't want us to bring out that information because, us rising up, and proclaiming the downfall of their kingdom, means the end of their kingdom and the beginning of ours. So it says a microchip technology introduced in recent years by the Stockholm-based startup Epicenter is being presented as a means to store one's inoculation passport under the skin, according to a video from the South China Post when went viral Friday. So let us watch this video.
Implants are a very versatile technology that can be used for many different things. And right now, it's very convenient to have a COVID passport always accessible on your implant. So in the video, we could really see that this possibility is there, and that Sweden is already preparing citizens for it to be normalized, and it will only be a matter of time before this is going to be a worldwide phenomenon. And in the last months, I made videos how the paper version of the inoculation certificate can be forged. In this day and age, over in the Netherlands, for instance, we're dealing with a QR code, which that QR code is also, being able to be forged. People chip over here in the Netherlands in Amsterdam. Two doctor's assistants were caught for distributing, forged certificates. So, the governments, you know, they're being aware of the fact that, this is not something that they can really be relying on, whether these people have, received that inoculation or not. So society is being prepared to eventually receive that chip in their hand, and through that, the people are able to show whether they're, being um, inoculated or not, and for them enforcing that chip on the people is them saying you either bow down to me or you're going to face the consequences. You see, and the scriptures talk about what the consequences are for taking that chip, and if you don't take the chip, they, you're going to be faced with trials and tribulations, to survive, and we as men, the Lord, Rawchaa, we be of the number. We bring out the information towards our people, the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, but also those that are scattered among the heathen nations that might look like the heathen nations. But his lineage does go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob according to their father's seed line, not to take that chip. Because once you take that chip, you're bowing down to Esau, Edom, the so-called white men upon the earth, instead of, worshiping the Heavenly Father, whose name is Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, who is going to take care of you in the time to come. I made a video about that as well, in the last 7 days. So don't think that your only option, to survive in the society as it is right now, which is getting worse, is by, joining hands with Esau, Edom, the so-called white men upon the earth. It might bring your benefits on the short term, but in the long term, Esau is going to show his horns and going to show his teeth, which we're also seeing right now with all these rules and regulations being made while people are inoculated. People still can go outside. People still can enjoy the things that they did back in the days prior to this pandemic, even though they have been inoculated. That shows you the irony of this whole situation. You see, but I digress a little bit. I want to go back to the article, and this is the second paragraph. It says the firm has showcased an implant capable of storing a pandemic passport that can then be read by any device using the near field communication protocol, according to the video. The video features Disruptive CEO Hannes Sjöblad, who was founder of the Swedish Association of Biohackers. Sjöblad demonstrated how Epicenter's rice-sized microchip, which has been adapted as a pandemic passport, is implanted under the skin, either in the arm or between the thumb and forefinger. It says, "Are you ready for a chip implant?" It says, "The Three Square Market, a Wisconsin-based technology company, became the first company in the United States to offer its employees similar free microchip implants in August 2017. The chip gives employees access to locked rooms and the ability to pay for food and drinks in the break room. It shows you that there's a possibility for people to buy with this technology. This article is also going into the fact how certain other information is being able to be put on there, namely medical information, which right now we're in a medical pandemic. Well, not medical, but um, yeah, kind of, like a pandemic. Um, Reading on, it says the microchips were provided to three. It says the microchips were provided to Three Square Market at the time by Biohacks, which was run by John Österland, a Swedish tattooist and body piercing specialist, according to The Guardian. Eventually, this technology will become standardized, allowing you to use it as your passport, public transport. No more bus tickets or those cars with the chips in there. Or purchasing opportunities, etc. Todd Westby of the Three Square Market CEO at that time. It says the technology the company uses is called RFID, which uses electromagnetic fields to identify electronically stored information.